So hello traders, what's good? It's TPT. First, I want to thank you also very much for your support on our YouTube channel and also on other social media platforms. Okay, so a quick one, and then also a happy new month. Welcome to the beautiful month of February. So this is a quick one on USDJPY. Okay, now over the past few analysis we've done together, we've talked about the asset class and asset nature of USDJPY, and we came to a conclusion that USDJPY is a bullish asset. Of course, you can check our previous videos for references. Okay, now you would agree with me that USDJPY has been buying, the longest for a very long time. Okay, I think since about 2011 or thereabout. But since about 2023, it's been consolidating, and you can see clearly from here we've made the markups from our previous videos. You could see clearly that since 2023 it's been within this range. Okay, it has not broken above, not broken below, and hence our thoughts on what we're about to do right now. Okay, so if you look at it very closely, I've tried to do the video earlier on, but then I think my microphone keeps failing, so I'm just going to paste off something I copied, then I drew here. Okay, so if you'd agree with me, you notice this closely. This is exactly what we have currently from the recent happenings on UJ. Now that's talking about from November till about February right now. So this is November. You can see the bullishness of November, and then December it closed bullish though, but then it acted as a pin bar with respect to January. All right, so January closed bearish, quite bearish, and then engulfing the previous month. Okay, and then of course weakening of this level, which we're gonna also talk about. Okay, so if you relate it to this diagram we have here, you can see the bullish, then kind of a pin bar, and then you have the bearish engulfing the previous month. And what does this tell you? It tells you that probably sellers are about to step in. Okay, this just shows a sample of the evening star, right? The evening star. Okay, so it's just a clear example of it. So we just quickly go down to now you can see the whole massive sell all the way from 158,840 thereabout. We already talked about this in our previous videos. Okay, how we came about that, and then explained the 75% entry model. But then maybe on as we continue, okay, I could probably do a complete explanation of the 75% model on a separate video. Okay, let's go quickly to the daily time frame. Okay, now we have seen what we want to see on the monthly time frame, which we already talked about, why the whole scenario is still signaling bearish. You can see it right there. That's rejected the previous top, and then we're aiming to probably this level or this, but most closely will be this level before either we think of buying or selling. Okay, so we're just going to go to the daily time frame and see what the daily time frame has for us. Okay, so judging from what we had all through from the 23rd of January, you could see clearly that there was a massive dump on UJ, and that massive dump happened just in a snap of in less than 60 seconds. Sorry, 60 minutes, I think. It was very fast. Okay, and it cleared a whole lot of people, and you can see clearly right here we marked it out, and that was an entry for us, to I think to about these levels. Okay, so it was a clear entry for us, and that was beautiful though. And then you could check it out in our previous videos. Okay, it was well explained and well structured. Now you can see that it rejected down into this area, so it's been selling since about then till about the closure, close to the closure of the month. Okay, and you can see it rejected from this area right here. And what are we expecting? Because on the monthly time frame we already ascertained that UJ is bearish based off of the diagram we drew right there. That's the evening star kind of formation that we have right here. We can literally see that UJ is currently bearish, except we wait for a bit of corrections, and then if we want to continue selling or if we want to continue buying. But based off of the monthly structure, it is bearish. Okay, so this is what we have seen here. Okay, and of course there's a gap here that just got filled. I'm using the Ohanda broker, so probably hence the whole So you could see right here that gap has been filled, and the sellers, I think, may want to start coming in. All right, may want to start coming in. So I'll just quickly go to the 4-hourly time frame and see what the 4 hours has for us. Now, if you go to the 4-hourly time frame, you notice clearly that now I usually talk about the 7 a.m. 4-hour candle close. Okay, now if you look clearly, you notice this. You notice that this was 23 o'clock, which was the previous day Sunday market opening, right? So you can see it was bullish, but then it swung up into the gap area, cleared off all it needed to clear and all that, and then the next candle, which was 3 a.m., closed bearish. All right, and then the following candle, which was a 7 a.m., closed bearish. Now for this 7 a.m. to have closed bearish, we're expecting our sellers to continue on UJ. Now, how do we do that? We said this 7 a.m. for this market to continue bearish to a certain degree. Remember, overall on the monthly, we're looking at bearish, okay, going bearish. But at the current scenario, the 7 a.m. candle closed bearish, meaning our sellers can come in. So we can use as an entry, want to step up or spot an entry. Now, for me, is let's go to the 1 hour and see what the 1 hour has for us. Remember, the previous candle for 11 a.m. had already closed bearish. Okay, so for easy entry right now, you can see if you go to the 1 hour time frame, this was 10 a.m. candle. Okay, this was a 10 a.m. candle. This was a 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m., and 10 a.m. You can see what 9 a.m. did, and it was just printing exactly what we have right here. Okay, let me just bring that back up. You can see it's printing exactly what we have right here, right? Sorry, pardon the diagram, just trying to repeat it several times. So you can see it's exactly replicating what we have right here. So this is the bearish engulfing, which is what the 10 a.m. did. So clearly you can see it right there. So for entry, you can just take an instant entry around here, or you could have just marked out this area. Now, for you to maybe make it more precise, right, you want to see, maybe go to a lower time frame or on the 30 minutes time frame. You can see even on the 30 minutes time frame, it is signaling sales. What do I mean by signaling sales? You have this this pin by here, or this doji candle rather, call this a doji. This doji candle, you can see reacting seemingly at the top of the chart, right? So if you take this out, meaning if this guy already signaled, this on the 30 minutes, don't forget, this guy is already signaling sellers, right? And where is he reacting from? He's reacting from a peak. I haven't taken out all these levels, right? He's reacting from the peak. So what are you saying? I'm going to be selling. Okay, if I'm going to be selling, where am I going to be selling from? You want to pick maybe exact points, maybe from this candle right here, which has already been tested to sell from, and then give a little gap on your SL as it suits your trading style and all that. Now, you can also agree with me that earlier on today, okay, 2 a.m., you can see the pin bar rejections right there. So you can frame your entry around this area, and then your stop loss right there. And then for your target, I'm going to go back to the 4-hourly time frame for my target. For your target, I am possibly looking at going as low as this level. All right, I'm going as low as that level. Now, of course, market conditions would determine, and of course you can also reframe your bias. Now, having taken all that, you can give yourself some breathing space. Okay, you want to give yourself some breathing space. Remember, you're not trying to get a tight essay. You want to just enter, make money, and get out of the market. Okay, but there are some things I would also want to consider. Let me take this out. There are some things I would also personally want to consider when taking this UJ trade. Okay, now there are what I call layers. Okay, I want to see this layer taken out. I want to see this layer here taken out with body close. Okay, I'm already in the trade for sales, so I want to see this. I want to see this layer taken out with a body close this way. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna name that layer 1. Okay, I want to see it taken out, okay, with a body close. So I will be expecting something like this, where the market is reacting towards that. React something like this, and then if it closes with body close, and then of course down to wherever my target is. So this is just a quick one on USDJPY. Remember, This is not a financial advice. Okay, this is just an overview of what we think may likely happen in the financial market for USDJPY. And remember also, there's also a level here. Now, this is on the 1 hour time frame, so I'm going to go back to my 4 hourly time frame and see generally what's going on. So you can see this is what I am planning for USDJPY. So we can still go higher a bit before maybe the massive fall, but we are looking at overall for the UJ to go bearish. All right, so thanks for watching. Stay guided, stay informed. Thank you. Also, I would like you to kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel. Give us a like, give us a comment, ask the questions on the comment section. Stay guided, stay informed. TPT. Cheers.